What's going on, guys? My name is Brian, also known as That Journaling Guy, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my journaling ecosystem that I have for 2026. It's been a little bit since I've talked about this in detail, so I thought it'd be fun to tell you how I'm trying to get through the year. There's a lot, okay? There's a lot to talk about, so grab some food, grab some tea, because, yeah, we have a lot. I've broken it down into 3 categories, because a lot of the questions that I get is like, how do you keep up with all your journals? I don't, okay? I don't. That would be impossible. Do you know how many there are here? So there's 3 categories. The first category is going to be daily, you know, what I write in daily. Then the second category is going to be weekly. And the third is going to be like supplemental or occasionally, right? Those are the 3 categories that I've broken up my journal ecosystem in. Let's get into it. I'm excited. I love this stuff. I love just coming here and we can just talk and chit chat. All right, I hope you're comfy because we have a lot. All right, we have a lot to get through. So the first daily planner that I use every day is going to be the Traveler's Notebook pocket size, the camel color. This is my wallet, essentially, right? Nothing crazy. The only specific purpose that it has is genuinely, it has 2 little notebooks in here. One, I call it a pocket commonplace notebook. And then the other one is literally just like a random, like, open blank little notebook that I have in here for like sketches that I'm trying to get more into. Then like I have a zipper where I put in like random little pieces of ephemera that I find when I'm walking around places. And then my cards and my cash, they also go in here. One of the things that I want you to take away from this video is that I always need to have a place to write in. Like, that is really important to me. If I don't have one thing, I gotta have a backup. And if that doesn't exist, then I gotta have a backup to that. But I always need a place to write in. So this is a lot of just like grocery lists, to-do lists for the day, like that are super simple. Phone numbers, if I need to take down a quick like email from somebody. I try to keep like everything as analog as possible. Having this is really easy. Like, give me your phone number, give me your email, boom, right? This baby, this is my literal like everything. Like, this is my everything journal, and I'm heartbroken. Like, I'm so heartbroken because this was a Sunshine Sticker Co. Traveler's Notebook, right? And it's a Yoseka sticker in the front. But this size is so perfect to carry around. And I have 3 of them, right? And you're probably like, why are you being so dramatic? Why are you so sad? I'm sad because Sunshine Sticker Co. no longer produces these notebooks. Like, they closed their Etsy shop, they closed their business back in like 2023 or something like that. And they just stopped producing these. And I didn't realize how much I loved these journals until like a year and a half ago, maybe like a year ago. Then I had 3 of them and I was looking through all the journals that I could be using. And I was like, oh, let me use this. And it's become my everyday carry. I love this, okay? Now, if I have my wallet on me, which I do, I usually carry like a pack around me whenever I'm out in public. So you're always gonna see me with a backpack or a pack, but this is in there. And you're probably like, what do you write in there? I will tell you what I write in here, okay? We have everything from like a list of artistic skills I want to learn. We've got that. We have entire journal entries, right? We have things that I wanted to do that year, like my goals for the year. This is literally everything. I have like things to research. Aside for like things to research, I planned a whole date here, like possible activities, possible restaurants, gift ideas that I wanted to make. That's in here. Personal curriculums that I want to develop. I have a whole page dedicated to that. More journal entries, right? I don't want to like show it, but like I'll try to blur this out. If you see this in here, then I was able to blur it a little bit. If not, then you're not going to see this. But entire journal entries are in here. This is like one of the newer ones, right? Like I promised myself that this would be the year where I would really focus on YouTube and like short form content, and I felt like I owed that to myself to really chase after something that I enjoy doing and putting myself out there. So I have that kind of like an accountability thing. This is everything, right? This is like everything for me. I test out all my pens in the back, like randomly. It's all scribbled up. I had like class schedules in the back. Like it's my everything. Yeah, I just love this journal so much, honestly. It's one of my favorite. And I'm so sad that that business no longer exists. I don't know if I'm ever gonna find something like this again. It's like a faux leather cover too. It's soft. The paper is so nice. Oh God, I am devastated. Like the more I think about it, fuck man. See, that's why you buy a few of the things that you like, because you never know when it's gonna be taken from you. All right, the next one that we're going to talk about is obviously my Hobonichi Weeks. I've been working out of a Hobonichi Weeks now probably for the past like 4 years, and I love it. It is one of the way I use the Hobonichi Weeks is the following, right? Let me make sure that I can't show you everything that I'm writing here. So in the dailies, I kind of just write a little thing about my day, like a few sentences. Bloop. That's it. A few sentences of how my day was and sort of like the highlight of the day. This is sort of like that one sentence a day that I tell so many people to start. This is it. I do this every single day. Then on this side is sort of a recap of my week. I like to do a recap of the week. Like the important events, kind of everything summarized. Is there anything that's coming in the next week that I'm excited for? That is what that is for. In the back, so people who don't use Hobonichi, in the back you usually get like a bunch of blank pages that you could do anything that you would like to do, right? That I like to keep for like documentation. So if there's like a big event in my life, whether it's like a magic event or hanging out with friends or a birthday that I go to, or even like a little artist date, that gets documented in the back there. That's where I print out all my pictures, and that's where I kind of accumulate the memories of the year. This is essentially a recap of whatever year it says. For me, it's mostly about documentation, not any kind of emotional exploration of how I was feeling or what I felt during the moments in which I'm recapping. So that's an important distinction because I have a journal completely separate for that, which we will talk about in a little bit. Also decided to start doing like monthly recaps of where I'm spending my time as well. If you don't know, I've been tracking every day of my life, every hour of my life for the past 3 years. There's a good video coming about that I've been struggling to make because I don't know how I want to frame it or how I want to do it or not have people think I'm psychotic, which I am a little psychotic, don't get me wrong. But anyway, I kind of like broke it down here on this side into a little pie chart where I'm spending most of my time. And then on this side, I talk about specifics because everything is like tagged. So like video games, even doom scrolling, I've been keeping track of because I knew that this year I wanted to spend a little less time on my phone. And yeah, I spent 111 hours doom scrolling in January 2026. Is that not crazy? Like nobody tells you this when you try to be more involved in social media, how you consume a lot of social media. Like what? It's inevitable. I'm trying to be more active in my communities and the people that I talk to online, which inevitably has led me into the paradox of using my phone more, but the desire to use it less, but want to be part of these communities more. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, on the side, I also write down like patterns that I'm noticing, what I'm trying to do better next month. And that is what I use my Hobonichi Weeks for. This bad boy has been with me now for like, what, 3-4 years now? My traveler's notebook. I love this fucking thing. Still, like, I use this every single day. Now you're probably like, what's in there, Brian? You can't be using it every day. I use it every day, I promise, okay? This is what I got in here. first we got, this is actually just like a random, it started off as like a commonplace book. You can see it like right there. It's honestly just become my cafe book. This was really big for me when I didn't want to carry around 150 notebooks and I just wanted one thing. It was just my traveler's notebook and this Sunshine Co. Those are the two things that I always had with me no matter what, and still do no matter what, wherever I'm traveling. These are the two notebooks that I have, because in there I have the ability to write, right? Then I have my little fitness daily thing. Like, here's my workout plans. You know, I have an A-B section to catch the muscles by surprise. You know what I'm saying? You can't let them know what you're gonna do that day, because obviously they're gonna get bigger if they don't know it's coming, right? So I have an A-B section, bicep, tricep, shoulders, legs, chest, back, tricep, bicep, legs, shoulders, blah, 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 rest day. Then I have the fitness goals, which were like how many protein grams I was trying to eat, how much I was running. I have a running tracker in here, fiber goal. And then on the daily side, I'm just tracking how many calories in versus calories out, how many protein, like how many grams of protein I was taking, if I worked out or not, and then everything that I ate for the day. Then on the other side, I would track my workouts. I would track how many sets, how heavy it was, and then at the end of it, track the effort level of the day. Also, for the beginning of each week, I have a starting weight and an ending weight. That way, I'm not trying to weigh myself every single day. I think that is bad, like psychologically. I am trying to actively lose weight, but not fixate on it. Like hyper fixate on that idea. I'm trying to do it in a sustainable and healthy manner, and this has really helped me. So having the fitness in here and updating it daily has really kept me conscious of what I'm eating, even what I'm purchasing, because I also have like a grocery tracker in here where I'm keeping track of prices. I can see the inflation. All these, don't fuck with me, man. The prices are going up, dude. Blueberries are like $3.68. I used to pay $2.65. What the fuck is going on? You know? Fuck. I miss blueberries. Anyway. Yeah, so this is all health related in here. That's what this journal is about, right? This little section. Here, we have the most back to basics ass to-do list. Like, I need to still know what I have to do for the day, but this is without all the fancy shit. There's no theming. There is no, like color coding. There is no, it is like the OG bullet journal type thing here. Let me show you. You see what I'm saying? Like by plain, you see how plain it is? It's very plain. Like it's literally just what I have to do in a checkbox, and that's it. It's helped me just like stop overanalyzing shit and just kept it super functional, and it's really, really worked for me. Also, a big focus for me was my finances this year. That's what this third section is. It's a financial tracker. So in my financial tracker, what I have is my savings goals, right? You know, I had a little tattoo fund in here. I'm trying to get another tattoo. I got a new camera, you know, retirement and stuff like that. But you gotta have fun, right? You can't just be earning money to survive all the time, because that's what it feels like we're doing these days. Jesus. And then again, I'm gonna have to blur this out a little bit, but I have the expenses versus the income on each side. And then at the end of the month, I like to do a little summary. You know, I'm really on my pie chart game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really fucking with pie charts this year. I don't know what I'm saying. I love the visualization of it. But it's easy. It's nice and easy for me. I have my, you know, my February expense and then incomes. Super easy to keep track of things, and it's really made me pay attention to my spending in a way that I don't think I've ever intentionally done. And I have been loving it. It has been really helpful. Like, one of the things that I learned is I'm spending a fuck ton of money at Dollar Tree. You know, their energy drinks are good. It's cheap. It's like $1.25, and you go out and you buy a Red Bull and it's like $2.69 for a little can when I can get like something like that for $1.25. Like, why wouldn't I get my energy drinks, right? I mean, yes, you're probably gonna be like, Brian, you shouldn't drink energy drinks. It's bad for you. I know I shouldn't. Okay, I know I shouldn't. But if one thing's gonna kill me, you know, at least I don't do drugs. That's sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad. We all have our vices, all right? Anyway, Dollar Tree's really been fucking me up last month, so thanks, Dollar Tree. Anyway, that is what we have for my dailies. So this is my daily carries. This is what I update on a daily basis. Love it. It's working super, super well for me. I'm keeping my journal practice alive, have a place to just word vomit and have every single idea somewhere. My wallet, again, always have a place to write. I always have a place to write. And then my traveler's notebook, and it's not that big. It's not that much to carry around. Throw this in a backpack and you're chilling, boy. You don't have to worry about like stuff in a backpack. I have my cameras and I have my Kindle and I have a whole bunch of other shit, and these fit nice and comfy. This is it. This is my traveling gear. That's it. That's what I got. That's pretty low profile. That's not even that serious. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. Let's get ready to run. No, do I have ADHD? No, I don't. I just get excited when I'm here with you guys, honestly. I am high energy. Let's tone it down a little bit. Let's just breathe with me for a second, right? All right. We're good. Let's get down to the weekly stack. All right. Now, these are journals that I tend to update maybe every 3 days to a week. Okay. Now, I'm playing Magic the Gathering at least twice a week now. I'm getting a surprising amount of use out of my Magic the Gathering journal. It's crazy. I'm talking about, I just went to a draft last week. Then I went to a pre-release the week before. Now I'm just noting down a bunch of like CEDH strategies every time I'm playing in my pod with my friends, because they're much better players than me. They fucking scrape the floor with me, but they've been really generous about sharing, you know, their 15 years of experience playing Magic the Gathering. And so I make a lot of notes. I carry this all the time with me. And obviously it's really helped with my spending as well, because I do track how much I spend on cards, singles, packs, all that kind of stuff is in here. Anything Magic related, documented in here. And so far I feel like it's going to be a really fun like journal to look back onto, because Magic the Gathering has just been a really fun part of my life, my adult life right now. So I get like 2-3 days of use out of this almost every week since the year started, and I love it. I'm having a blast. So that's one. Here we have, as you could see, I also have we got to talk about that, because I really fucks with the Midori B5 Slim, like heavy. As you can see, I wasn't gonna make the same mistake that I did with the Sunshine Sticker Co., because once I find a notebook, I'm getting like 12, because I don't ever want to be in a position where I fall in love with it and it's gone forever. It can't be me. It can't be me anymore. Okay, I hate it. So the B5 Slim has been fire. All right, the Midori paper is nice, works with fountain pens. It is a really good size. I like it, so I've been using it for everything. And we have the Commonplace, Commonplace Book Volume 1. A lot of my journals and notebooks work congruently, right? They work together. And here, when I'm listening to a podcast, I'm listening to a book, or like even YouTube videos, I take notes on things that I want to research, things that I want to learn, or books that I hear about, right? So I literally have a category that says things to research. In here, I will make a 1-page summary. For example, like one of the topics was chronemics. right? It's literally just like a little page. Chronemics is the study of how humans use and perceive time and communication, cultural differences in punctuality, pacing, and scheduling to understand nonverbal messages. So here I kind of have like important terms, what I should be researching, books I should look for, people I should look into. And then using this, I develop an entire Notion kind of wiki for myself where I'm learning about said topic, and I do a much deeper dive of whatever topic I'm learning about. This has been really helpful for a lot of the things that I write over on my Substack for like psychology and stuff like that. It's helped me organize my thoughts and like how I want to frame certain articles. I just love research, man. I don't know what to tell you. Learning is a lifelong passion. So it's been really cool. And I think having a little summary of what I'm learning throughout the year, what I've learned, is really nice. So that's something that I try to actively update at least once a week with whatever topic I'm fixated on for that week. But it's been nice. This is another Midori notebook, A5 size, man. I guess I really like these notebooks a lot. Dude, you're not gonna beat the price. You're not gonna beat the quality. It's like, they're like $9, $11 at most. You get a lot of bang for your buck. I love this. But this is my social media journal. In my social media journal, I have content plans. I do entire like shots of what I want to have for certain videos. I have TikToks that I want to make, Instagrams that I want to do, newsletter ideas, and just breaking down like my entire social media life in a journal. One of my favorite things that I have done in this journal though was break down other creators' like process. I think it has been amazing for me to be able to watch like people I admire in different spaces and kind of take pieces of their workflow and integrate it into mine. Like for example, I really like Matt Diavella. I like the way he makes his videos. I really enjoy his color grading, his storytelling. So sometimes I'll go into one of his videos. I'll see how many cuts he makes per videos. What's A-roll versus B-roll? How much time he spends on camera versus how much time he spends showing you the content. Kind of like that framework, right? I've done the same with Ali Abdaal. Like these are creators that I very much admire and I've studied. And I think if I want to get better at this, at making videos and this YouTube stuff, you have to study and you have to learn about the people who are doing what you want to do. And eventually that's the kind of stuff that I want to do. And video essays is something that I've really liked as of late. I'm watching some guy named Bisley. Like I'm watching all his content on like video games and like these video essays, and they're amazing. And he is just chef's kiss. He's amazing at what he does. They're so entertaining. There'd be like hour-long like video essays and you don't even feel it because the editing is good. The way his script is written, there's so much to learn there, and it's something that I would like to incorporate into this channel. So this has been very useful to me, incredibly useful. Now the next journal that I want to talk about, and I'm sure you've already seen, or I'm sure I've already mentioned, is my programming journal. What started out as a way to document my journey into learning Python and C++ and all these other programming languages has actually turned into a project notebook for a project that I'm working on that is taking a very long time, but I'm loving the process every second of it. You guys, I've already mentioned this. I'm working on a journaling video game, right? And I'm very excited for it. And I have notes of how that process is going. I've developed the mechanics of the game in here. I have sketched out how I want the art to look. I have progression systems here. Again, you know, Traveler's Rest was a game that I liked a lot of the mechanics in that. So, you know, inspiration, like what I liked. Here it says clock UI, showing the time when the shop is open and closed. Then I documented my entire process of learning pixel art in the 30 days, right? This has been really cool, and I'm really excited to show you page by page of how this idea is coming to life when I can finally show you what it's been. So this gets updated. I'm working on it a lot. A lot. But this is updated, I want to say like every 2 days, every 3 days. And it has been difficult being a solo developer, but it has been so rewarding and it's been really, really fun to do. And I hope to God I can make something that is cool enough to show you guys. I'm new to the game development world, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited, and this has made me more excited, and documenting that journey has been really important to me. So that's I don't want to say it's an announcement. I don't think I've talked about it, right? Like I've talked about it here. Anyway, it's gonna be cool. I'm excited. I'm excited. The next journal that I have been updating every week, all right, every week, is my reading journal. We're doing good, man. We're focusing the hell up on our reading. We are 3 books in, and you're probably like, Brian, that's not even that much. I read 134 books a month. What are you doing? Listen, man, don't yell at me, first of all. Second, these books are like 500 pages, okay? I read Babel. I read the Sword of Kaigen. I read The Devils by Joe Abercrombie, and I'm having a blast. Like, I'm doing full spreads of my books and reviews, and I actually need to catch up in this today. But I'm taking it seriously, like my reading super seriously this year, way more than I think I ever have. And it's been, like, you follow me on Instagram, it's been full fantasy. I had like a reading list here. Let me give you an idea of my reading list for this year. I didn't even mean for this to happen. It was just books that I had to get to, right? We have Babel. We have The Tainted Cup, The Will of the Many. Mind you, The Tainted Cup is 432 pages. The Will of the Many is 639. We have The Lies of Locke Lamora, 752 pages, right? We have The Way of Kings. Like, it's a lot, and it's all fantasy. I don't know how that came to be, but I guess it's a fantasy-driven year. But I'm excited. I've been having so much fun. Last but not least, on the journal that I'm updating every 3 to 4 days is, first of all, the Lockbee. It smells like coffee for some reason. Is it supposed to? Anyway, it's just like my personal journal right here, this bad boy. My personal journal is in a Tomoe River notebook because the fountain pen process was very, very important to me. Okay, it's very important to me that I have this kind of journaling with fountain pens. But here is literally like an emotional recap of events or days, right? Like, here is where you are going to find the deepest, darkest, or the brightest corners of my life, of my soul, of my mind, right? There's some not so nice things in here about life, or how I feel about life. There's some really, really nice things in here about life and how I feel about life. Let's just say if I ever lost this notebook, I would be so devastated that I would probably give up journaling. Yeah, no, it's that bad. I'm so serious. This is that important to me. The Hobonichis for the events, like the actual events, documenting who was there, what we did, was it fun? And then this could be about the same events, but it'd be how I feel about the people who were there, how I felt in certain moments, certain events during that event, you know, feelings. It's all about feelings in that one. And I do a lot of exploration of like my life philosophy, my values, aging. I have aging parents, so I talk a lot about my parents. I talk about my dreams, my goals. It's just invaluable. So that one I tend to update around every three days. 3 to 5 days. Let's say it in there. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. But weekly, I do come back to it. Again, the Lockbee has been a fortress, man. I feel so good about carrying this journal around in this Lockbee because it feels sturdy. It feels good, man. It feels like a little lockbox for it. And it's been awesome. The Lockbee has been one of my favorite gifts. I actually got it as a gift. And I love it. I fucking love it. So, with that being said, we have covered the journals that I use on a weekly basis. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 journals. That's a lot. That's a good amount. Now, these are my occasional or supplemental journals that I like to use. So I do think I've talked a little bit about this, but I've compartmentalized a lot of aspects of my life. Let's start with the first occasional one. The first occasional one is going to be my little moleskin that I carry with me when I'm recording videos. It's a little shot list journal. Like, sometimes I have all these interesting ways of how I want to present information in like a TikTok or a short form video, and like I need to visualize it somehow. So these little boxes, I just like sketch what I see in my head. I'm not good at sketching, but I get a general idea of how I want to frame the shot, what I want in the shot. And then I write little notes of like, okay, this is what I want this to look like, because obviously my sketching can't keep up with what I see in my mind. So it's been really nice. The next occasional one is my list journal. I made a whole little short form video, and I'm eventually going to make an entire long form video on why you should keep a list journal. This is one of the fastest and most low friction ways to journal that I have ever found, and it is so incredibly like efficient at breaking down who you are as a person than any other journaling like form that I have ever seen. It is amazing. You can learn so much about yourself with a list journal. It's crazy. So don't want to get into crazy detail about it, because I am going to make an entire video of just how to start a list journal and why you should start a list journal. Here is my goal of trying to finish a sketch journal this year, like an entire sketchbook. I'm sketching random shit. Like, it was just like old tech. I just wanted to fill a sketchbook up, and I'm trying to do at least one sketch a day, where it's really simple. Right now, I'm just like on this like retro tech kind of sketch thing that I'm doing. I don't even know why I decided on that theme. It's just been nice little retro kind of gadgets. That's what this sketchbook has been. It's been fun. I like it. I want a reason to draw. Do you need like a perfect reason of why you should use a journal? No, I just want to draw, and that's what that sketchbook is, with the goal of finishing this year. I will fill up that sketchbook this year. Then I have my game journal, and you're probably like, Brian, that says 2024. Yeah, it says 2024 because I don't play enough video games or beat enough video games to fill up the journal. That's why it's a supplemental occasional journal. I have like a pretty busy schedule, so I game when I can, and I try to beat the games when I can. Some games low-key kind of have no ending. So like, I've been playing a lot of RuneScape. That doesn't really have an ending. I mean, you could get the quest cape, but other than that, it's just an MMO that keeps going. Battlefield 6 I've been playing. In terms of like games with actual ending, I most recently like journaled about Sunhaven, which, don't hate me, I had a little bit more fun with it than Stardew Valley. I know it's controversial. Don't get crazy with me. I love Stardew Valley, but Sunhaven, the gameplay loop was a little more entertaining. I like the weapons. It had enemy. Like, don't get mad at me. Stardew Valley's still on my list as like best games ever, you know, but Sunhaven was good. Anyway, I don't beat enough games to fill up this journal as quickly as somebody who's like playing games full time. So that's why I say it's supplemental. It's been awesome. I love it. So much fun to like review stuff for me. Like, I'm not like showing, like, I'm not a game reviewer or anything, but along those same lines is my movie journal. At most, I see maybe like 30 movies a year in theaters. That's at most. I think average, probably 20, between like 17, 20. And I think that's a little high, but I don't go see every single movie. So like filling up an entire journal. Oh, and I mostly go see like theatrical releases. I like the whole movie going experience. Like sitting at home watching a movie, cool, but I really, really, really like being in the theater. Speaking of being in the theaters, I recently just went to go see Lord of the Rings for the first time ever because they had a theatrical release near me. And I get it. Like, I get it. It was phenomenal. It was so fucking good. And I was going to go the next day because it was only after 3 days. And then the fucking giant snowstorm came and ruined the plans for that. So I didn't get to go see it. But that's an experience that I want to have in theaters. But if it doesn't come out again, then I guess I will finish watching the trilogy at home. But I'm a big theater guy. I will go to the movie theater by myself. I love that. People are like, you're a fucking weirdo. I'll be like, your mom's a no, don't say that. Be nice. Anyway, I don't watch enough movies to fill up an entire journal yet. So this is nothing fancy. There's no trackers. It's literally, like, literally, I'm not even joking. It's literally just reviews. Like, I literally just talk about it. That's it. And then there's a grade at the top. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all it is. It's nothing fancy. I just put a picture of the movie and then I write what I thought about it. That's it. Nothing fancy. We're down to the last two that I use occasionally. Okay? This one, people are going to be like, yo, you're weird for this one? Maybe. Maybe I am. And that's okay. But it's been really helpful for me. So I have a journal strictly dedicated to like major life decisions. And I would love to open this for you and show you because I've made a lot of decisions lately. And you're probably like, okay, that's a little weird, but I was always the type of person who broke down decisions to a pros and cons list. Like, what were the pros if I did this? What are the cons, right? I needed a better framework, so I developed a better framework in my decision journal to give you an idea of what's in here. And this is also something that I want to make a video about, but it's been an invaluable tool for me. It's crazy. It's been so helpful. This is like how I have it broken down right now. I'd have the date and time of the decision that needs to be made. The decision that needs to be made. Influences or factors that are influencing that decision, like personal values, priorities, who else is involved, external factors, alternative options that I have considered, right? Then talk about, like in here, I talk about like what option I chose and why I chose that option. And then I kind of break down what I think is going to happen from that decision, like the anticipated outcomes. And then if it is immediate, usually it is not. The consequences of your decisions are usually not immediate and probably can take weeks, months, years for you to see the effects of your decisions. I'll write the actual incomes, or I'll write the actual outcomes of the decisions that I make here and any other unexpected results. Yeah, like I said, I'm a very analytical person. I think we are the architect of our lives. And obviously there's a lot of circumstances that influence the way we live, politics, culture, all those kind of things. And you try to work within those factors the best that you can with the information that you have at the time. And this is the best way for me to have made really major life decisions that I may or may not have wanted to make. I have made really impulsive decisions in my life based strictly on emotion that have come to burn me badly. I try not to do that as much anymore. I am an impulsive person. I've always been the type of guy who's like, fuck it, like, let's do it. Rent is due next week. Fuck it, let's go to New York today. You know, the electric's about to be cut out. I need a Nintendo Switch. Not great decisions, right? And this has been kind of a guardrail for those kind of decisions where I could sit down and really, really explore my options and why I'm doing certain things. And it's been very helpful. It's been very helpful for my dumb analytical self that needs data and stuff like that. But then finally, I have done. No, I've been playing solo RPGs. This is my solo RPG journal. It's nice and simple. It's small because I like dedicating these like little Muji notebooks to each individual RPG that I'm playing. The first one, because this is only my second solo RPG. Again, I want to talk about it. I want to share with you guys, and I have a whole video planned for it. But solo RPGs have been awesome. Like solo journal RPGs have been really cool. The first one that I played was 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. Absolutely Loved it, had a lot of fun. Now this solo RPG is 7 Murders Till Midnight, and I've been having a lot of fun with it too. It's been a blast. And solo RPGs, I was just recently introduced, maybe back in September, have just been such a good way to like play TTRPGs by yourself. Develop your writing skills, your imagination, keep that shit sharp. Boy, solo RPGs have been game changing for my writing practice in general, and I can't wait to talk about that a little bit more. So you have now been listening to me ramble on for a really long fucking time, and I'm sorry. But this is genuinely what I'm using as my journal ecosystem. This is all the journals that I have that are in rotation for one reason or another. This is what I'm working with. This is how my mind works. This is the inner mechanisms of Bryant. This is it. So I know I've been babbling a lot. Maybe you got some ideas, maybe you didn't. If you got this far and you spent this time with me, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Leave a little yellow heart in the comments so I know that you got this far. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've shared a video like this with you guys, and I'm excited to get deeper into these journals and how you can start these journals. Now, if you want to do me a favor, you should head over to my Substack and subscribe over there to my weekly newsletter, where I talk about journaling and the psychology behind why we do certain things. I like talking about sociology. All the ologies about journaling are over on my Substack. So if you could go follow me over there, I'd appreciate it endlessly. I mean, I appreciate you now endlessly for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.